The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. On second down, this is Edmonds. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
You're going to see me in your nightmare. At the 43-yard line. Check. Shift. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Go. Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They'll set up a throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Odell Beckham, 39 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
Good job, D.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Wide. Get wide. Check the backer. Joker. I go. Joker. Check. X3. 218. Chopper. 10. Under 10. 10. Hey, Haywood.
So that'll back him up 5.
Set, ready, 50, plant. 27. Watch the backer. Hey, Charlie. Check 4. Leo. Slam. Spike.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He completes it to Henry. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Let's go. 15.
First down, Kansas City.
To Thompson on the draw. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check 9, lock it. Move.
2nd and 1. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Thompson. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I'm going to come back to you.
Now the former Texas A&M Aggie. This is Travion Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Hey.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman, and that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now Sanders. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
That good for 22 and a first down. Back to the ground on first down, Edmonds. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. On 2nd down now, Edmonds. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. This is fielded inside the 5. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Here's 2nd and 8. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Good job, D. Good
Call
job.
it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Check pass. Check pass. Come. Jam him. Tighten up.
On second down, Edmonds. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A big play there. 59 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. D Ford in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving it past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long.
Alpha. Ready to go. Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught at the 25. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
They run with Edmonds. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line.
Check 13. Check 13.
They run it here with Edmonds. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
2nd and 6. It's caught by OBJ. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A very solid gain of 27. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Yeah, baby.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Marr now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Desperados 21, Chiefs 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Crunch. Bang, 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 bang.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Rock it. Undercut. Hey, echo. Cut.
97's the mic. 97's the mic.
He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And Sanders now to return. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Say, screen. Check 50, check 50. Zip it. I got motion, man. Me.
Here's a give to Edmonds running to the right. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. On second down now, Edmonds. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Marr is good. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They run the counter. Thompson, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Okay, buddy, I see it. 18, Gator. 3. Kill. Hey, my 7. Go. Watch the slant. Motion. Snap.
They're going to look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. C.J. Mosley with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to rush comes, and they block it. It's picked up. Remember, the ball is live. And they are going to get the football here inside the 5 at the 4-yard line. They'll put that block on top of the nice lead that they have, and now it's trouble here in the 3rd quarter on the other sideline.
Well, I think it's more than trouble. They're just trying to figure out how to survive through this ball game now. They're about to really lay it down on them.
And they can just run some clock, get this thing to the 4th quarter, try to put it on cruise control.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. Watch the run. They're running it. Watch the safety creep.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Not today.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now this time he'll look to throw. He may try and run for this. And he'll get nothing out of that one. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get...
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. A 3-yard run. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And they've got nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that 2-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people can't see this, but you got a ball in your hands now, and you've got the thing locked in pretty well. You got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. Makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you had run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that.
Maybe.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Hey, seam 6.
Come on, God, 55.
Go on.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Kill.
Let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Check safety. Shoot.
Big grip.
Back to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Ready.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Room here to run. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
There we go. Nice move.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Thompson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing... to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Check the backer, check the backer. Joker, 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 Joker.
Another carry now for Edmonds. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run with Sanders. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 9 now. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They run it here with Thompson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Watch the pass.
At the 14.
Looking to throw. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Hey, check 24.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 out low. Mike, you gonna get this, boy?
To Edmonds on the toss. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. They'll run with Edmonds again. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Wahoo!
Hey, check right, check.
Go.
Watching your five. He's tired of me. He's tired of me.
There. Ready?
He'll look to throw. Complete. It's Henry. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Bravo.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late
Sam
score.
on.
Check 6 guy.
Hey, foxtrot. Shoot.
Back to throw now on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
49. Check 49.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down and 5.
Check out. Yo. Motion.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On the double. 53. Go. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Go. Let it go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, but it's going to be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
3 down.
Here's Edmonds. And he's going to be met at about the 43. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Watch quick. Back.
And some room to maneuver. And he's taken down inside the 30. 14 yards that time, and a first down on the keeper. On first down, Edmonds. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Again, they run with Edmonds. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. Carroll. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. It's 4th down.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
You better be afraid of me. Check 37. Check 37.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get it done. Let's go.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be